Still very mild across the area this evening after a high temperature of 70 degrees. Knoxville sitting at 64, Farragut 63, and Mascot at 62. I mentioned we hit 70 today. That's the first time we've seen 70 or greater since December 28th of last year, so not that long, but it's a welcomed change, right? Record, by the way, 73 was back in 1887 and 1932, so we did not get there. It's still February, so we're going to see some changes, and you'll start to see that late tonight into tomorrow. It's a cold front that's sweeping from basically northwest to southeast across the area. You can already see some of that rain building back into the mid and western parts of our state. So rain chances will be going up over the next several hours, most likely after midnight and before sunrise. Temperatures will be dipping through the 50s into the 40s first thing for tomorrow. We'll start at about 47 for Knoxville and Maryville, but that cooler air behind the front is already on the plateau into Kentucky, so you're in the mid to upper 30s starting tomorrow morning. I do think we'll get into the mid 50s briefly tomorrow, much cooler to the north. Again, that cooler air is coming in. Second half of the day, you'll notice those temperatures starting to drop across our area, so keep a jacket handy. And then by the time we get to Thursday morning, it's a cold start, 20s and 30s for most areas across the region. By Thursday afternoon, we'll be lucky to get back to the 50-degree mark, and then we roller coaster ride again back into the mid-50s, even some upper 50s in spots on Saturday, back down to a rain-cooled 51. I'd say areas along the Tennessee-Kentucky border won't get out of the 40s throughout the day. And then we're right back in the low to mid-60s next week. So certainly kind of a weather whiplash situation going on. But let's talk about those rain chances. Not so much tonight. Let's talk about the weekend. Saturday night into Sunday, our next weather maker is kind of a more rainy pattern starts to settle in, but the timing still looks to be a little bit later. So the dry air we have in place now will move out as we go late week, and then heading into the weekend, that moisture starts to build across the area, and that's what we're looking at here is amount of moisture that we have in the atmosphere, and you're really starting to see it move in, especially later Saturday into Sunday across the area, and that's when our rain chances will return. So this is Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Biggest question I still have at this point is how long will it stay dry during the day Saturday? At least the first half of the day is looking dry. Shortly thereafter, though, I'd say some rain chances returning. Most likely, though, overnight Saturday. This is midnight into Sunday, especially the first half of the day on Sunday. And temperatures will go from mid-50s Saturday, as I mentioned, to maybe only upper 40s to low 50s on Sunday, so a cool and damp day. Tomorrow, temperatures are dropping compared to today for sure. Barberville 52, so is Middlesboro 50 in Williamsburg, but Knoxville's average high is 52 now this time of year, so we're not too far from that. It's just a big change from what we saw today at 70 degrees. Upper 40s on the plateau, you're dry. Clouds will thin out through the afternoon. Our rain chances are gone very early in the morning. Could there be some down towards Tellico Plains, Maryville, Sunrise? Yeah. Shortly thereafter, though, we'll dry out. Rain chances similar into the Smokies as well. A little bit drier, especially after lunchtime there. Everybody should be dry finishing out the work week here. Upper 40s Thursday, low 50s on Friday. But rain chances return, especially later Saturday into Sunday. Kind of a cool, damp day Sunday. But even behind that system, we're right back to 60 and sunshine Monday and mid-60s by this time next week. Stay with us. We'll be right back.